All right, hello, wine-drinking people. It's time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and, starting off the year a little bit slow, which is usual. Our suppliers are on vacation until the second week in January. Anyways, we had to stop in with one of our old-time friends, Randall Johnson, with the Hess Collection. And, Donald Hess is all over the world today, and man, I'll never forget the dinner we did with Randall 10 years ago at Cafe Maxx, and I think he still remembered it. He kind of looked like, oh, yeah, I remember that, sure. You meet so many people along the way, and he is one of the real good guys. I mean, when you talk at Napa Valley winemakers, he's been at Hess for 30 years. Wow, hard to believe that. And, Donald has kept him busy in all the new projects he's involved with, and these guys are in South Africa today, Australia with Peter Lehman, and then they've got this project down in Salta, in an area in Cafayette, which, most people are familiar with Mendoza. This is an area further north to there, and some of the highest elevation vineyards in the world are located in Salta. So this is a really exciting area, and, Donald has moved in here, and he's passionate about this Colome winery and about Amalaya. He's created a resort there, and he employs 400 people, so he's really become an important part of the economy there, giving back, creating schools and hospitals and things like that, and churches for the community. So he's really done a lot of good in this part of Argentina. And this is the best area for Torrontes, if I can say that. Torrontes is not one of my favorite varietals. It can be a little bit too perfumey and a little bit, too light in body. But here in Salta, this elevation, the cool weather seems to really do well with this grape varietal. And it's these terpenes, these small molecules that this grape varietal, this aromatic grapes create, and when it's cold, they seem to retain more of these. This wine has a lovely floral bouquet, kind of flowers, peaches, orange zest, really lovely perfume here, and but it still has some really nice fruit as well. Peaches, like I said before, some orange zest in there as well. Really zesty and bright style of Torrontes on the palates, and has some nice weight here as well. That's another thing. Like I said, Torrontes can be a little light, and finishes with this lovely, almost effervescence-like, because of the bright acidity. Wonderful balance in this wine. Maybe the best Torrontes that I've ever had at $11.25. Are you kidding me? A great value, no matter what grape varietal it's made out of. All right, the Amalaya Malbec, the blend is up next, and this is their entry-level wine. They got three different Malbecs. We had the Grand Corte Altura, which just means high, and then we had the Estate Malbec from the Colchagua Valley appellation there, which this wine is awesome. I mean, I don't know how it's the same price as the Grand Corte. It must be just for a limited time only, but for $21, an incredible value. Most excellent juice, and I've been saying this for a long time, the greatest value you will find in the world of Bordeaux varietals is coming from Argentina, and most of the stuff we've had from Mendoza. This is a very exciting project from north of that. And the first wine here, the first Malbec at $13.50. This wine's got 10% Cabernet Sauvignon, 5% Syrah in the blend. In addition to their estate vineyards that they've developed, they also have some of their local neighbors there that they purchase fruit from, and really nice amount of blackberry fruit. This wine comes at 5,000-foot elevation, so you get that black raspberry, really bright, even though it's dark fruit, damp, earthy notes, and some notes of herbs and cocoa here. Really simple. There's no oak at all in this. The only difference between this wine and the second wine is the oak treatment, and a lot of people are using oak chips today, and that's kind of a really cheap way to infuse oak, that salt and pepper spice you get in a wine, but they're actually using planks in a tank in this wine. So you get a little more of that lush, more expensive oak taste from this, and you really start to notice that. It still had that similar nose of blackberry, black raspberry fruit, but some of that toasty oak spice in there, some dark chocolate, and licorice notes showing up in the Grand Corte here, and a bigger and chewier wine on the palate as well. Nice jammy fruit, but again, good freshness because of the elevation in this wine. Some tobacco and some coffee and licorice spice along with that black earth coming through on the finish. Excellent juice. And then the estate, this wine, some vineyards located at 7,500 to 8,500 feet, making it the highest vineyard land in the world. And this wine's got Cabernet Sauvignon Petit Verdot, which Randall seemed very proud of. He brought that to the vineyard there. And Syrah, it's aged in 25% new oak, real barrels here. So you get that really polished and decadence from the oak there. Lovely vial notes, blackberry, black raspberry fruit, that black earth, that dark cocoa spice, espresso, really complex. And this wine is big and chewy on the tongue with layers of dark berry fruit, dark spices, espresso, and a really long layered finish, man. This wine has got lovely freshness to it, really nice length. I'd like to try this wine in like 5 or 10 years from now. Most excellent juice, and $21.75 for a limited time only, I'm guessing, because it's the same price as the Grand Corte. They must be doing a marketing blitz. They also got this little entry-level wine here at under $15, the Hess Select, which is excellent. And then a new project that they've been doing here, well, Art Zin is, I'm not a big fan of Zinfandel, but hey, these vineyards, it's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and he's good friends with Joel Peterson. When Ravenswood got bought out by Constellation, Joel said, look, they don't want some of these vineyards in Mendocino that I've been using for my Ravenswood Zinfandels for a long time, so a lot of these vineyards are now in this Art Zin project, which they make 12,000 cases of this wine. It's 2011. The only thing, one of the best things about this wine is the price. It's $15 for those of you that like Zinfandel. This is a really good example of it. It's got some lovely red plum and strawberry fruit with notes of tobacco and mint spice there, some milk chocolate, really smooth and silky on the tongue with a nice zest to it, a nice balance. This guy, Randall Johnson, knows what he's doing. You can even make Zinfandel taste good. All right, that's what I had to drink with the folks from the Hess Collection. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off from the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.